MXTV is proudly brought to you by InsureMyRide, great bike insurance cover at an affordable price. And Motul, quality oils for more than 150 years.
Hello everyone, I'm Lee Hogan and welcome to MXTV. I'm joined once again by Brendan Bell. Welcome, Belly.
Thanks very much, Lee. Look at these mows, mate. We're getting right into Movember, aren't we?
We've got some rude looking stashes going on, let me tell you.
Yeah, they're shocking, let me tell you. While we're talking about Movember though, you guys out there can help us get along with some donations, can't they, Lee?
Absolutely, you can either put a little bit of money and donate towards Brendan Bell or preferably to me. That would be great, thank you.
Now, all you got to do is go to movember.com.au, click on donate, search Lee Hogan down there, look for his name in the BCP logo, or search Brendan Bell and look for the MXTV logo. Make sure you check that one out first before you donate to him. And of course, if you are in Movember and you're growing a moustache like us, make sure you join the Milwaukee team because we all want to get behind men's health.
Oh, it's such a great thing, so important, men's health, and of course such a good cause. Like Belly said, get on board the Milwaukee team. Well, it's time to get into the show. On tonight's show, we have a look at the Yamaha WR450. We check in with Australian off-road top gun Jared Bewley. Bilko takes us for a look around the new Fox headquarters in the USA. And I take the new 2014 KTM 250 SXF for a spin. And some great news, viewers, if you missed out on the RV sign top competition. We've got a jam-packed show for you tonight, so let's get into it. And first up, Bilko takes us for a look around the new Fox headquarters in the USA.
What's up, this is Bilko, FMX rider, and today we're here in Southern California. We're going to give you a tour of the Fox headquarters. Check it out. So here we are. Fox has always got some good looking receptionists. So y'all don't mind if we go look at everything out the back?
Of course not.
All right, y'all have a good day now. Damn it! You did that on purpose. We're about to step onto Main Street. Watch out for oncoming traffic. Look left, look right. There's a surf showroom, motocross showroom. Don't know what's behind that window. There's a ladies showroom. This is the Carmichael room. This is where they keep all the goats. And where everybody sits down and has little meetings around the table here. So I guess this is where all the important stuff goes down, so I better get out of here, eh? Next up, this is the Hart Lounge, after the famous Carrie Hart. Ooh, I like this chair. I wonder if I can get one of these home. This is it, the MC number 2, McGrath room. So take a seat. He doesn't get as many chairs as Ricky. I don't think that's very fair, but I'll get him on the phone. Oh, the King of Supercross. Yeah, it's Bilko here. Yeah, mate, just sitting in your office. Pretty red, like your old Honda. What's your favourite colour? We've got them all. Check out the shorts. If he left his wallet in there. Nah, somewhere else. What's this place called? Oh. This is where they filmed Alice in Wonderland, where they had the tea party. It's not bad. I like it. All right, and this is the library. So, dude, who needs a library? Seriously, let's go. This is more like it. This is the shift room, where they just really just shift it up. Really. Got a couple of super sweet bikes here. Speedy Reedy, factory Honda Chariot there, and good old Fro Daddy, Emig, look at that thing. Quick, come get in the shot.
I'm not getting it.
Get in it. All right, this is the Ivy room, Ivy Vision. Don't look in there, that's the boss, Mr. Fox. It's his little headquarters, keeps an eye on everyone, make sure they're working hard. Got a boardroom over there. Hello. Hi. There we go, we got a wave. Great headquarters isn't complete without a great backyard. Check it out, so much serenity. Outdoor eating area, everything you need. Go Fox. Right, what better than work at a motocross company than have a motocross track out the back? Bit of a U-turn. Down the back straight, triple.
And this November I'm growing a mow supporting Team Milwaukee and Movember, helping change the faces of men's health.
MXTV is proudly supported by KTM, Alpine Stars, Kawasaki and Pirelli.
This year on MXTV, you get a chance to win a Milwaukee prize pack every week. The prize pack comes with an M12 cordless heated jacket with 5 carbon fibre heating elements which actively warms the body's core areas and pockets. A job site radio that powers from either an M12 battery or a 240 volt main supply. A LED light that has a magnetic back for hands-free use. And last but not least is the PowerPort, a convenient charger for all your mobile equipment. And all you have to do is go to the MXTV Facebook page, like and share us, and you're in with a chance to win the fantastic prize pack from our good friends at Milwaukee.
Welcome back to MXTV, thanks to Motul. Well, we've all been busy testing the new 2014 model bikes, and in this segment, Jamie gets to test the WR450. Let's see how it went.
Today's bike review, we're going to take a look at the all-new WR450F. Unfortunately, I have to do today's bike review by myself. Brennan's taken a wrong turn and he didn't make it. Never mind. Let me tell you some features about this all-new WR450F. The WR450F heralds the biggest change since the introduction of the first WR400F. Yamaha designers, testers and engineers reinvented the all-new WR450F from the ground up. It has an all-new aluminium bilateral beam frame that is very similar to the much-hailed YZ250F frame that offers scalpel, sharp steering and rail-like turns. To complement the frame, the new YZ-inspired twin-chamber suspension is fitted front and rear. The 5 titanium valves deliver more broad power than ever with high over-rev capacity and crisp linear throttle response. Tapered aluminium handlebars in forged triple clamps for lightweight and greater comfort. It's also got a toolless airbox, XL rims, 18-inch rear wheel, wave-type brake rotors, electric start, an on-the-fly clutch adjuster, an O-ring chain and an aluminium side stand, and ultra-wide foot pegs for more comfort. Now it's time to take the big WR450 out for a ride. Let's put it through its paces and see what I think of it. First impression of the big WR450F. The engine on this thing is fantastic, as you'd expect from a 450 fuel-injected enduro weapon. It makes so much torque and power, but it's really uncharacteristic of the 450 with the 4-stroke. It comes on towards the end of the rev range. Loves to pull, loves to rev. Even though the big 450 puts out a lot of power, it's very, very tuned nicely. It's got a power bomb header and a nice muffler. No noise whatsoever, nice and quiet for the bush. But you've got to say, it looks fantastic, you know, with all the new graphics, the new styling, black rims, all the bling that's on it. It certainly looks the part, there's no doubt about that. The other thing I noticed today was the suspension. It seemed to handle the bigger stuff a little better than the smaller stuff. The smaller stuff had a bit of deflection. I think that's a pretty straightforward fix with a bit of personalisation for your suspension. The other thing this bike has is a very simple, easy to read digital speedo. You can trip meter it, you can work out your fuel, you can do quite a few things with it. As well as this being fuel injected, Yamaha also sell an aftermarket power tuner that you can plug it in, wind that power up and down, and you can personalise that for your own ability. I really think this WR450F is aimed at either the taller guy, the bigger guy, or someone with a bit of experience. It takes a little bit of work to get this thing around, but it only takes a little bit of fine tuning to get it all personalised for you. A couple of things I really did like about this bike. It comes with handguards, really good quality handguards, big white foot pegs, black rims, a lot of bling on it, looks good. Only a little few adjustments to make a real personalised weapon of a bike. Overall, what do you say about a Yamaha? Obviously, it's almost bulletproof. There's no problems with that. Overall, it's a very good bike. You know, it's going to last you a long time, and everything on it's reliable.
For all your motorcycle insurance needs, contact InsureMyRide at insuremyride.com.au. Comprehensive motorbike insurance from less than $1 a day.
Well, Lee, Yamaha always make a good product, and the WR450 is no exception.
Well, absolutely, and the WR has always been a terrific off-road enduro bike. Now, speaking of off-road enduro, one of Australia's best enduro racers is up next, Jared Bewley.
How'd I get into dirt bike riding? Well, sort of all just started out with racing BMX to start off with. When I was about 10 years old, my stepdad bought me a KX80. We lived in suburbia, so really wasn't many places to ride, but the old man used to take me out before school sometimes at a place right next to a freeway, a bit of vacant land. Started out at Minicana, just through some guys my old man worked with. Another guy, his sons were into enduro. Thought, yeah, come along. It's a good family environment. We went there and I pretty much hated it. Didn't go any good at it. We'd do one lap and wouldn't want to go out again. And yeah, I really struggled with it at the start. And the old man, you know, kept going, yeah, come on, you can do it. And we just went back to doing Minicana stuff and enjoyed that, where, you know, you learn a lot of skills from that. Slowly got into a bit more motocross, and the old man, you know, wanted me to go to a lot more races. So, you know, we were traveling around a lot and doing as many races as we could. If it was motocross, enduro, it didn't really matter what it was at the time. It's funny, you look back and you think of, you know, my racing career, of where it did start, and it actually started at a race. I was in clubman class and Jeff Ballard comes up to me and he goes, you know what? He goes, when you can beat me, you can be on my team. I said to him, all right, that's a deal. I didn't beat him at that event, but, you know, as time went on, I slowly started getting up there, and then at the end of 2004, I got the offer from Jeff Ballard to ride on the Ballard's off-road team. Won the Australian 4-day enduro in Orange. You know, that was something I never thought I could do. Just always dreamt of winning something like that, and finished third overall in the AORC. So it was a good year, and it was my first year doing it full time as well. It shows, you know, you put in the hard work and dedication, and it pays off in the end. At the end of that year, 2009, and Brad Wilscroft called me up and said, oh, are you interested in riding for me? You know, always seen the Motor X team as a good looking team, and, you know, thought, why not? It's time for a change, and that year was a really good year for myself and for the team. I had my best result in the AORC. I got second overall and won every race of the E1 class. 2013, the decision to leave a factory team, it came about purely because I wasn't enjoying racing anymore. Coming off a bad year and being on race teams for 8 years was starting to take its toll on me. There's a lot of pressure that you put on yourself to perform, and there's definitely a lot of pressure from sponsors and the whole situation that comes with it. For me, it was about getting back to why I started riding. It was because, you know, I wanted to and I loved to ride. Me and my wife, she had a big influence on me, you know, making that decision, and we talked about it a lot, and there was a lot of emotion about it, and I was ready to stop racing because I wasn't enjoying it and I didn't see the point to it anymore. So 2013 was all about coming back and going racing because I wanted to, and I wanted to bring my family along with me. You know, I had to go back and actually have to think about, you know, what I needed, what bike I wanted to ride, you know, what gear, how I was going to fund it. And over those years of riding for big race teams and that, You know, I built up a lot of good relationships with sponsors and just people in the industry, you know, and there's a lot of really good people out there and they came on board. Working full time this year and trying to race, it's definitely tough. Going back to doing, you know, my trade, which is carpentry and joinery, and found a really good guy to work with in Bathurst, Greg Lucas. You know, he helps me out with my racing as well. I can't thank him enough for what he's done for me this year. A week of Jarrah Bewley, depending on what type of race it is on the weekend, will depend on what training I do. And I get up nearly every day at 5:30, just have some breakfast and leave for work, about half an hour away. So I start there at 7, work till 3:30. Head home, either do a gym session or go for an aerobic session, either a run or a cycle. Have some tea and leading into a race, and I'll be up in the shed nearly every night trying to get the bike ready and just make sure, you know, all my gear's washed and everything's done so that when it comes to a Thursday or the Friday morning to leave, you know, everything's ready and just ready to throw it all in the van and in the trailer and away we go. It's made me enjoy racing more and enjoy the time that I have to ride. Definitely, you know, working full time. Gets you hungry, you know, when you're at work. When I'm not thinking about work, I'm thinking about riding. When you're happy and you got good people around you, you know, you have good results. And, you know, I had a really good year this year. And then looking back at the whole year and saying, yeah, well, you know, I did that all myself. I had my family there and, you know, that's what it was all about, just going and having fun and going racing because I wanted to. I really look forward to see what, you know, me building my own team can bring in future years.
MXTV is proudly supported by Suzuki, Bell Helmets, Yamaha, and SKF.
Hi, I'm Lyndon Heffernan from the Academy of Off-Road Riding. Today we're going to talk about body positioning. Really important to be able to centre yourself on the motorcycle so you've got lots of weight on the front, which does your steering, and enough weight on the rear to make it drive. The foot peg should be in the centre of your boot. That way you've got nice support for your whole body and you keep that centre of gravity nice and low. You can also reach the rear brake and the gear stick if your foot's positioned correctly on the foot peg. Next, these need to have just a slight bend in them, so we've got lots of nice suspension to help us cope with bumps, jumps, whatever the trail or track may throw at us. It's really important that our back's relaxed. If we have too much of a bend in our spine, either out or in, it's going to get really uncomfortable quickly. So just relax that lower back and it's ready to absorb. Really important again, like the knees, that our elbows have a slight bend and they're out. That way we can absorb really well with anything that comes at us through the front wheel and front suspension. Something that's often overlooked is your fingers on the controls. Most riders will be comfortable with 2 fingers on the controls. You will see guys that ride a lot run 1 finger. I personally run 2 fingers because it gives me a good balance between strength and comfort. But it's very important to have those fingers out there because the trail can dish up lots of different things really, really quickly and you need that quick reaction time. Probably the most important thing about this position is where you position your head and upper body. Really important that your head is over the cross brace of the motorcycle. That way, if we look down through the middle of the motorcycle, which is just here, all of my upper body is on the front half of the bike and all of my lower body is on the back half of the bike. And finally, and probably most important, make sure you look up so you can see what's coming at you and you're much better balanced when you're riding. The seated position, whilst you might think it saves energy, it transfers everything that your bike, your wheels and suspension hits through to your body. And it also makes the centre of gravity of the motorcycle higher. When we stand on the motorcycle, it does a number of things for us. First, it puts most of the weight through the foot pegs. It allows us to get nice and forward on the motorcycle. It allows us to move around on the bike a lot more, both front to back and from side to side. But probably the main advantage is for rough stuff, it allows us to absorb and use our suspension in our body, which is probably going to always be better than the bike suspension anyway. The other thing we need to consider is when we accelerate and brake, that's going to have an effect on moving our body weight around. So when we go to do hard acceleration, if we can just get ourselves a little bit forward, kind of a similar position to we use when we're attacking hills, and if we're braking, we can move our body weight back, which assists with braking and control, and that's a similar to position that we'll get ourselves in to go down hills. There is a lot of corners that can be done in this central standing position out on the trail. You probably watch motocross videos and you'll see all the guys sitting down in this attack position around the corners. Now that is going to put a lot more weight on that front wheel and make it stick. The legs out there just in case you need it, and that's a good cornering position if you're really attacking the track. Most of your cornering, as I said, can be done in this position here with good throttle control through pushing on the foot pegs and just keeping a bit of weight on that front wheel. So it really depends on what style of corner it is. But if you watch a lot of the top enduro riders, they will do most of their cornering in this position here. Motorcycles are almost self-steering. So when I lean this bike over, you can see the handlebars actually come around, okay? There's a number of ways to make those bars come around. We can actually physically turn them with our body, or we can push on the foot peg on the inside. So if we want to turn left, we push on the left-hand foot peg, it'll pull the bike over and bring the steering around. Conversely, if we want to upright the bike or steer right, we then wait on the other peg to get the bike to change direction. Once that bike's leaned over, we do need to be careful that we don't lean in too far and make the bike slide out. You can see that automatically once that bike's tipped in, I've gone and put my weight on the outside of the motorcycle, keeping my body weight above the tyres to maximise traction. If I lean in with the motorcycle, the tyres start to lose grip, the weight comes off the suspension and the bike starts to slide out. So it's really important that you understand the difference. You've got to initiate the cornering by pushing on the inside foot peg, and then we counterweight to get traction by putting our body weight on the outside of the motorcycle.
Welcome back to MXTV, thanks to InsureMyRide. This week, Luke's out of action getting some surgery in the off-season. So Lee's by himself testing the 2014 KTM 250 SXF. Let's check it out.
Today we're here testing the brand new 2014 model KTM 250 SXF. A bike that's essentially the same product as last year, but has well and truly proven itself to be a force to be reckoned with on the race circuit. New for 2014, we've got a few internal changes with the suspension, just aimed at making it just that little bit plusher. Stock standard XL rims, very cool little products such as hydraulic clutch, a nice coating to the exhaust pipe, a very, very good little gripper seat that holds you into position and won't let you move around on the bikes too much, and obviously the Renthal fat bars that they have on all of their motorcycles. Some more notable mentions on this machine, some very cool looking billet hubs, Brembo brakes, and of course a very sleek look to the new generation KTM motorcycles that just comes up trumps. And this is the second model running now where KTM have come out with a linkage system instead of the old PDS system with no linkage. Great looking triple clamps, overall a sensational bike. I can't wait to get out there and give it a little bit of a ride. Let's give it a go. Testing the new KTM 250 SXF today, the 2014 model. What a pleasure it was to ride this on a track here that's relatively dry and dusty and a little bit on the skatey and skittery side. This bike made the track an absolute pleasure to ride. Very rideable and easy to steer with the front end. On corners where normally you'd get a little bit of front end wash, this thing tracked amazing. Without a doubt, the front end of this was my main standout that really impressed me. An engine that pulls very well straight off the bottom into a strong mid-range and a really nice over-rev. Overall engine package, second to none. Very, very impressed. Everything from the very nice comfortable ergos, the flat seat that allows you to move around wherever you want, the nice light pull allowing you to use that one finger, the pointer finger on the clutch with that hydraulic system, nice smooth and light pull of the throttle. Everything's just pointing towards ease of maintenance and riding on that track. Cornering is is a real pleasure on this machine. It all starts from the front end. Where you place the front end is where it goes. So you can really stay nice and central with your body position, get that weight distribution right, and it makes you want to roll that power on a little bit earlier than you normally would. Next thing, you're stringing together a nice little section, puts a smile on your face. That's what riding dirt bikes is all about. This thing pulls me around no problem whatsoever. On a track here, where we've got quite a bit of up and down hills going on, it's no problem. It pulls me nicely all the way to the top. But as far as out of the crate goes, this is going to get a tick of approval for me for sure. Overall, the main thing I would do, bolt a PC system on it, try to get a little bit more horsepower out of it. I'd straight away bolt a set of the Raptor titanium foot pegs on. I'd try to get some black rims put on because I just love the look of the KTMs with some black XL rims. You can literally walk into the KTM motorcycle dealership, pay your cash, walk out the door, have a little bit of a muck around, maybe check your spokes and your tyre pressures and go and race this thing. Very, very impressed with this machine as a stock unit.
For all your motorcycle insurance needs, contact InsureMyRide at insuremyride.com.au. Comprehensive motorbike insurance from less than $1 a day.
Well, Lee, did you miss it all, Lukey Lee?
Always. It's great having the little guy around. He adds a bit of spice to it. I can't wait to get him back again.
He's certainly got a different riding style.
He does, mate. All right, well, it's almost time to go, Belly. And don't forget to go to our Instagram pages and like us as well. Obviously, MXTV.
Hogan Racing 11, get on it. He does a lot more than I do.
Now, for any of you guys after the latest in dirt bike news, go to fullnoise.com.au. Well, that's all we've got time for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next week.
We'll get ready.
Hold it on. Hey, hey!
What's up, buddy? You just sang 5.
Now, where are we up to next?
What was that, like 45-minute moto?
All you gotta do is donate to either one of us and get behind men's health. Get behind men's health. Maybe I can't speak very well.
We've always known that, Billy.
MXTV is proudly brought to you by InsureMyRide. Great bike insurance cover at an affordable price. And Motul, quality oils for more than 150 years.